Thanks for tuning into Heavy, where we bring you the latest interviews with local, national, and international artists. Today's victim is.
What's up? This is Tom Williams from Straight from the Path, and our new record, Euthanasia, is out on September 9th.
Good morning, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
So when you say September 9th, mate, over there, I'm assuming it's September 8th still, but in Australia, it is September 9th. So the album comes out today.
Yep. It's out in 5.5 hours over here.
Cool. How you feel about it, mate? Are you excited?
I haven't seen any bad stuff yet, so
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed, baby. Yeah, feeling good about it though. I mean, this is our best record, and it's just now up to everybody else to see if they agree with me or not.
Cool. So tell us a bit about the album from a musical point of view and what you're going for with it.
Sure. I mean, like me and Craig have a really great chemistry, and we wanted to do something a little darker, and like basically what the first 20 seconds of music you hear on this record is like what we knew we wanted the record to sound like, super dark, heavy, and fucking like that cool drum beat, like that drum beat that Craig wrote at the beginning of Needful Things, the first thing we wrote for this whole record. So yeah, that kind of sets the tone for the whole thing. And the people have heard Guillotine and they've heard 3 so far. So like, that's kind of that's like the best representation of what we got.
Uh-huh. The press release calls it your most ferocious and compelling record to date. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I like that. Whoever wrote that.
In what ways?
I like that. Yeah, I mean, ferocious is the word. Like, like it's like relentless and, angry. Like I love all that. Love that. I think there's songs like Law Abiding Citizen, which is a little bit more of an upbeat, like kind of a dancey kind of feel, but like the lyrics is literally just shredding fucking like 100 people. You know what I mean? So yeah, ferocious, intense. I like all that.
And it also finds the band in some pretty dark territory. So what are some of the themes that run through the album?
Yeah, I mean, we wrote this over the last 2 years, which is a lot of fucking, death, a lot of corruption, a lot of fucking people that just straight up fucking deserve to die. Like, I don't know how to tell you that, what I mean? Not like, this is all like an artistic interpretation of that. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to go out there and kill someone, but it feels good to talk about it. I'll tell you that much. Like, cause there's fucking people like, people freezing to death in their homes because like the infrastructure of their state is failing. And then like, the senator of the state just flees and goes to a fucking Cancun. You know what I mean? Like just leaves people dying in their fucking homes, shit like that. So you want to talk about what the theme is? Like the theme is that people like that should be fucking killed. You know what I mean? Like fucking Ted Cruz. You know what I mean? Like fuck that guy. So like that's just, it's a very therapeutic way of doing it. Obviously, again, not advocating the fucking killing.
Not the actual killing, no.
But
take it as you will.
Yeah, take it as you will.
And I understand most of the recording and writing process was done under less than ideal circumstances. Like you weren't actually together doing it. Is that right?
Yeah. So Craig was in Scotland and I'm in America, so we had to do a lot of it, remotely, and we got to take our time with it though, because the last couple records we would do them in 2 weeks, literally. Like we would record it just boom, boom, boom. And this one we kind of did over a year and a half, and so we got to take our time with it, and it wasn't easy because me and Craig could just get in a room and we could write a record in a day if we had to, just because him and I are like that. But like, but as far as like what we had to do, it wasn't ideal, but we came out with our best record, and that's all that matters.
Uh-huh. And so by the time you actually all came together in the same room, it had been almost 2 years since you had done that. So did it take long to sort of get that feel and chemistry back, or did it snap straight back into it?
No, we picked up right where we left off. It feels good. I mean, I've known Drew since the 6th grade. I mean, me, him, and Anthony went to the same high school. So it's like, we're close, and like Craig is like fucking family. So it's like, we pick up like that, So once we saw each other, it was like, it was awesome.
Yeah. And you got Jesse Barnett from 60 Guns guesting on the track Bread and Roses. So firstly, why choose him to work with? And secondly, what did he bring to the song?
Well, Jesse's like family to us. I mean, the song is like inspired by him too, like that, he does a lot of work in the community of Los Angeles with like he has a store called All Power Books where they give basic living needs to people in Los Angeles that are houseless, so like, and that's kind of what the song's about. And we wanted it the first time that we've ever had clean singing on a record, and like his voice, like it just complements it so much. And again, he's like fucking family to us. And And so it was kind of a no-brainer. And like we did like a partnered vinyl variant with his store that we give like all the money for it to his mutual aid fund and stuff. So like, you know, that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And the last album track, Ladderwork, is a musical extravaganza featuring atmospherics, distortion, turntable magic, that sort of thing. So what's the story with that? She's a pretty long track too.
I don't know if you're a fan of professional wrestling, but
I've seen it.
well, there is a big company in Japan called New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I actually, the chorus of Ladderwork, I actually wrote that for one of they were going to have a pay-per-view at Madison Square Garden. And I wrote that song for their pay-per-view. And because of the pandemic, it never happened. And every year they kept telling me they were going to rebook it. And they never did. So I was like, I ain't letting this go to waste. So I'm putting it on the Stray record. So, and then the turntable thing, that was like something we always want to do. But every time you try to recreate it, like it's never as cool as it really is. So we got Benno from Vane FM, who's like a legit fucking DJ. He's amazing. And he did all the turntable scratching on that. And so yeah, like it was, you know, that's kind of where the song came from. I wrote it for a wrestling pay-per-view that never happened.
Cool. And the press release says that Straight from the Path striving to be the band that can offer an entry point to both heavy music and radical ideas. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, please?
Yeah. So I guess, I mean, it's funny. I don't even think it's a radical idea. Like, I just want people to fucking realize that there's more than just them. You know, there's just more. There's so many other people that are affected by stuff. And, you know, we just want people to not consider, or to consider that not everything has to be about them. Not every law passed needs to be about them. Not every bill passed needs to be about them. Because there's people that are fucking struggling. We've seen it. We've traveled this whole world. We've been to Africa. We've been to Europe. We've been to fucking, you know, Japan, Australia. We've been all over the fucking world. And we've seen a lot of shit. And like, you know, we just know that like there's people that need actual help. And like, we try to do like as much as we can with our band's platform to fucking lift all those people. So, so yeah, okay, that's not even that radical. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you could say like we say, you know, abolish like fucking police, like shit like that, and you know, we want people to have like basic living needs, you know, the basic things to fucking live every day: food, water, shelter, fucking education, healthcare. Like, that's not radical to me. Like, you know what I mean? I just want people to get what they fucking need to live. Like, there should be a baseline of like everyone gets this, and then what you do from there, like whatever, you know what I mean? But like, there's too many people suffering, like too many, like the working class, like getting fucking, you know, taken advantage of, like the amount of money the working class has lost over the pandemic versus like how much like the top 1% has made it. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's not radical to me. That's like, this is fucking, you know, capitalism doing the way it was designed, and it's to fuck people like ourselves. You know what I mean? And like, and all the money's gonna go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So, you know, because like, man, I mean, like live music, live entertainment, that rug got pulled up from under us, and no one had any idea what to do. Like, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Like, we only made money from touring. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you pay your taxes to like fucking buy into like programs that are supposed to bail you out when you need help, and like there was nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you get like a little bit of money here and there, but it's like, how am I supposed to pay my fucking bills for this shit? You know? So it's like, there's just so many things, you know, and I just want everyone to have a fucking fair shot. You know what I mean?
Cool, bro. Fair cool. So what about the rest of 2022 and beyond, mate? What do you guys got planned?
We're finishing up a tour right now in the States with Devil Wears Prada and Dying Wish. We do 2 weeks in the US playing some small club. In the UK and Europe doing some small clubs with Vatican and Guilt Trip, and we're just like celebrating the record release. And then next year we go back to Europe and UK with Beartooth, Motionless and White for a fucking massive tour. So
nice.
That's all we got right now. Working on some other stuff, but you know, that's a lot of us to bite off and chew right now.
Beautiful, mate. Well, thanks for your time today, Tom. Euthanasia is out today in Australia and out yesterday, September the 9th, everywhere else. So I've had a listen to it last night, mate, preparing for this, and she's absolute ball terror, man. Well done. So everyone should have a crack at it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, mate. Go and enjoy the rest of your day, brother.